The explosion of a biological weapon shattered the town's once peaceful silence. In just a matter of seconds, the electromagnetic pulse from the blast killed every living thing on the island. Strangely, the pulse was able to affect people's nervous systems, leaving a small number of people still able to move after death. The military called for volunteers to clean up. Mary's husband was in that town on the island. The town has been engulfed in flames ever since the blast. Her husband's fate is unknown, so she joined the volunteer team, cleaning up the mess left by the disaster. While searching for traces of her husband, there are rumors that those killed by the blast will come back online as zombies. Mary and her teammates picked a house as a temporary shelter. The photos on the wall are noticeable, showing it was once a family of 3. Walking to the backyard of the house, Mary saw the bodies of the family of 3. Their bodies were pale and bloated, faces covered in blood vessels. Corpses lie scattered everywhere in the town. A place once full of life is now just dead silence. As Mary and her teammate were cleaning up the bodies, he ran into the first person to wake up again on this trip. The teammate hurried out and pulled the signal flare to call for military backup. Mary stood frozen in place. Luckily, the person who woke up showed no aggression. An afternoon of cleaning left both of them exhausted. Not far away, a priest was performing last rites for the dead. Mary stood by, remembering the days she spent with her husband at the beach. Every little detail flashed before her eyes. At night, a party started downstairs. It was like they were venting their pent-up frustration. Mary wanted to sneak off to her husband's town. As soon as she stepped out, she was spotted by the guards. With no other choice, she joined the party. There, she ran into the teammate from earlier. She told him why she came here, and also mentioned the person who woke up again during the day. She was afraid her husband would become like that too. But the teammate seemed indifferent. Without saying another word, Mary went back to her room alone. Just then, a sudden noise came from inside the room. A zombie lunged out from within. Startled, Mary realized it was all just a dream. The cleanup mission had to go on. Mary and her teammate arrived at a warehouse full of corpses. It looked like they were having a party when they died. The two chatted away. They didn't notice a female corpse, slowly opening her eyes nearby. Mary finally convinced the teammate to take her to her husband's town. The teammate went to get a helmet. Mary wandered around the warehouse, right as she bumped into the reanimated corpse. The corpse's teeth chattered as it slowly turned its head to stare at her. Just then, the teammate came back and called out to her, breaking the eerie standoff. And so they hit the road. On the way, they ran into the military and quickly hid. A zombie behind them had noticed them. Luckily, a passing soldier shot it dead. Fortunately, it was a close call. While they were taking a break, a zombie suddenly burst in. The two of them were immediately in danger.
Where the hell did he wander in from? Buddy, we're closed. There'll be a dead cunt somewhere else.
Just then, a gunshot rang out. A soldier saved them. Mary explained to the soldier why they were there. The soldier took his partner away, leaving Mary behind. After a while, the soldier came back and said her partner had escaped. The soldier decided to give Mary a green light. He would help her get to the town where her husband was. That night, they rested at a farm. After dinner, the soldier talked about his wife. She and Mary were both people who had lost their partners. He said, when he found his wife's body, her family was eating breakfast. At that time, his wife was just a few months away from giving birth to their child. The soldier suggested dancing with Mary before leaving. So, Mary put on the clothes and jewelry the soldier's wife had worn in life, but didn't put on the ring. She also put a pair of scissors under the pillow just in case. During the dance, the soldier suddenly noticed she wasn't wearing the ring. His expression changed, and he pressed closer. Mary panicked, grabbed a nearby bottle and hit the soldier with it. She turned and ran into the opposite room, locking the door. When she turned around, she was stunned. Lying in the room was the wife the soldier had just said he had buried. The soldier followed in, mumbling that those who came back all had unfinished business. I can feel the baby in my belly still kicking. She wasn't supposed to leave yet. Mary was terrified out of her wits, climbed out the window and tried to escape by car. But then she remembered the car keys were still inside the house. She had to go back for them, and just as she entered, she ran into the soldier coming downstairs. Mary quickly ran into the warehouse to hide. The soldier followed closely behind, his flashlight lighting up every corner of the warehouse. Only then did Mary see clearly. There were many people who had woken up in the warehouse, all tied to posts.
Ava.
On the blackboard beside them, data written by the soldier was densely recorded. Mary took off her ring and walked out of the warehouse. In the tone of the soldier's wife, she slowly approached him and then gently hugged him, just as the soldier let his guard down. Thinking the woman had become his possession again and was about to go crazy, Mary pulled out the screwdriver tucked behind her and stabbed it deep into his neck. She grabbed the car keys, ran to the car, and started it. But right as she started it, the soldier's wife suddenly appeared in front of the car. Mary gritted her teeth, floored the gas, and drove off. Mary slept in the car for a night. When she woke up the next day, the road ahead was blocked by a truck. The car couldn't get through. She had to get out and walk, grabbing an axe for self-defense. As she walked past an abandoned vehicle, a zombie suddenly burst out and ran toward her. Mary instinctively stepped back, tripped over a corpse on the ground, and fell. She quickly got up and climbed into another car behind her. The zombie jumped in after her. Mary grabbed a fire extinguisher by her hand and smashed it hard into the zombie's head. The zombie instantly went silent. She just let out a sigh of relief. When the zombie moved again, Mary quickly hit it 2 more times, finally making it safe. Night fell again, and Mary found an RV to rest inside. In the middle of the night, she was woken up by a roar and saw a corpse outside the car waking up, digging in the dirt in front of the vehicle. The zombie saw Mary, but didn't attack, just kept digging. It turned out he wanted to bury his family. Mary got out of the car and helped him put the bodies into the hole. After that, the zombie sat dazed in the pit, motionless. Mary picked up the shovel and hit the zombie on the head, then covered it with dirt, burying the whole family together. Finally, Mary reached her destination. She found her husband, but he was alone in the room, with 2 glasses on the table, and a woman's name tag next to them. Love, anger, jealousy, confusion. All the emotions overwhelmed her, making it hard to breathe. She crouched beside her husband, begging over and over, hoping he would wake up, but no miracle happened. In a daze, she thought she heard someone calling her, and believed her husband had woken up. She looked up and saw it was the teammate who had run away earlier. The 2 walked to the beach, and Mary began to talk about her past. Before her husband came to this town, she had been with someone else, and she told her husband about it. She always thought that if she could find her husband, she could make it up to him. But now everything has turned to dust. After one night, Mary and her partner carried her husband's body onto the boat. They lit a fire and let the boat drift slowly toward the sea. The 2 set off on their journey back. When they passed by that farm, the soldier's wife was blocking the road. Her belly had flattened out. The female lead's heart tightened as she ran toward the farm. Among the ruins, she found a baby. It was the child born from the zombie.